Yo YouTube, what is going on? YeYo here, bringing you another MLB The Show 21 video, and we have another tier list video. I've heard nothing but good feedback from you guys from all of these tier list videos, so we're gonna keep going around the diamond and going into first base. We already did starting pitchers, catchers. Now we're going to first basemen, but keep this in mind, we're only doing primary positions. So I know there's some outfielders that play first base. There's other cards in different positions that actually play first base as a secondary. We're only gonna focus on the ones that play first base primary. We're also going to be doing only diamonds because we have enough diamonds. Obviously there's some good gold cards and stuff like that for BR whatnot, but we're only going to be focusing on diamonds, so keep that in mind as well. My rating is going to be S tier, A, B, C, and D. And I'm gonna keep taking into consideration somewhat of where we are in the game cycle right now. It's still early, so for example, I know Big Papi is gonna be an S tier. Surprise, okay? Surprise, but he's gonna be S tier because it's now, but also at the end of the game. Some cards in this list, they're gonna make A tier, but probably in a few months they would be more of a B or C tier. But we'll get to that in just a second. Before we get started, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Don't forget to click on that bell to get notified every time we upload. That would help me out a ton, so I would greatly appreciate it. Make sure to check us out also on Twitch, twitch.tv/YeYo. Link of that is going to be down in the description below. There's also our Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Discord, the whole thing. So make sure to check us out. Let's go ahead and get started. And here we go. We have 17 first basemen. We're going to be going over some of them. And we're gonna just jump right into it. Frank Thomas, 88 overall. Frank Thomas from the 42 series. He's actually very good. I actually used him in BR. He was solid for me. Over 80 attributes wise in contact and power. Solid swing. I kind of struggled with him swing last year, but this swing I actually like him a lot. I'm gonna actually put him at A tier. The 99 overall Frank Thomas is going to be insane this year, so he's definitely going to be an S tier. But for now, 88 overall Frank Thomas, I have him as an A tier. Eddie Murray, switch hitting first baseman. He has decent contact, not a lot of power, so I'll put him low B. He's high C for me, low B tier. Because of a switch hit, I'm gonna put him in over at B tier. Max Muncie, again for the 42 series. 50s contact is not elite. If you're an all-star player, if your ranked seasons is, you know, usually under 700 rating, he should be fine. Hall of Fame and above, he's gonna struggle a little bit with that contact, but he has massive power and an amazing swing. So I'm gonna go ahead and put him at A tier as well. He also can play other positions. He can play second base, obviously. It's a good secondary position because there's not a ton of second basemen either. But Max Muncie, amazing swing with a ton of power. He can actually be the lightning round. Keep that in mind for the month of May. He's having an insane month of May in real life, so he can be the lightning card for month of May. And if we get a juice Max Muncie like 96 and above overall with 90 plus contact, or at least 80 plus contact against both sides, that will be an insane card. Let's move over to Framergriff. Framergriff, he's okay. Like, he's never like gonna be one of those amazing cards. He's from the player program, 89 overall, but I'll put him at B tier, but a little over Eddie Murray. Definitely Murray's lower B tier. I'm gonna put Framergriff there. He's a free card, which is a good thing. But these two options are free as well, Frank Thomas and Max Muncie. So I would rather have them over Framergriff. We have here Rhys Hoskins from the tops. Now he has massive power. Very good contact against lefties, but against righties is not so much. I do like his swing a lot, so I'm gonna put him over at a B tier, even a little bit over Framergriff, because first baseman, you want to have that power. You got to have that power, and Rhys Hoskins brings that against both sides, and Bobby Dalbec does too. Very similar card to Rhys Hoskins, both low contact against righties, high power against both sides. I'll put him, you know what, I'm a Red Sox fan. I'll put him a little bit ahead of Rhys Hoskins, but they are very comparable. They're very similar cards, and both with amazing swings. Player program, Jason Giambi, again on Twitter, check me out. But I always say do your daily moments, and this is one of the reasons why. Jason Giambi is amazing, honestly. A great swing. He doesn't have very good contact against lefties, but his swing is very good. And you are facing a lot of righties in ranked seasons. Give me Jason Giambi. I'll put him, he's IB low A. I'm gonna put him as an A tier. He's very good. He's actually impressive. We got Joey Votto, naughty 2 overall Joey Votto. He's actually very good, very balanced, high contact, high power, not 100 plus on anything, but over 80 something, 90, very balanced, short, compact swing, solid defense as well, to be honest, from a first baseman, even though it doesn't really matter much. He's high A or S tier, to be honest. I'm gonna put him at an A. I'm gonna leave him at A. You know what? No, we're moving to S tier because we're early in the year. There's not a ton of first baseman on the game, so we're gonna go ahead and put Joey Votto there on S tier. Again, I talked about this at the beginning of the year. Big Papi still is the best first baseman in the game. He will be the best first baseman probably for another few months. He's actually insane, but he's a little bit expensive. You got to collect the AL, which include Mike Trout, Garrett Cole, etc. So he's gonna be a little expensive, but max out power against righties, over 100 against lefties in contact and power. He's insane. He's insane. You need him. Don Mattingly from the second inning program bosses. Very good contact against both sides. Over 80 power against right side. Not a lot of power at all against lefties. He actually plays third baseman as well, and he feels lefty, so it's kind of weird, but his swing is not elite. I do think he's a B tier. I'm actually gonna put him right above Fred McGriff, but after Bobby Dalbec and Rhys Hoskins. I love that Dalbec and Hoskins has over 90 power against both sides. Mattingly having that 50-ish power against lefties, that's what hurts him the most. We got Prince Fielder, World Series reward Prince Fielder. So, you know, from the first ranked seasons, you could pick Nolan Ryan, Prince Fielder, or Ryan Sandberg. Prince Fielder was actually my pick as well, even though I was closing in on that Big Papi. I thought he was going to be very good, and I still think he's high A, low S tier. I'm going to put him at S tier just because we're early in the game, but I do like Votto a little bit more. Very balanced, both contact and power against lefties and righties. Solid swing. I cannot wait for a higher level, higher tier Prince Fielder, because it's gonna be insane. We got Stan Musial. Again, Stan Musial is not elite. I'm actually gonna put him at C. His swing is not great. He doesn't have a lot of power. He has high contact because he's Stan the Man Musial, but he just doesn't have the power that you need from a first baseman. So I'm just gonna pass on him. Vladdy from the Player of the Month, and I actually really like this Vladdy a lot. The only problem with this Vladdy Player of the Month from April is that he doesn't have power against lefties. He actually swings the noodle against lefties, but I'm still gonna put him at A. Probably a little bit over Frank. He has a very good swing. He actually walked off one of our games that we were playing him at third base. If you haven't seen that video, go check out one of our previous videos. He's amazing. He was great again in that video as well. Very good swing. I love righties that are actually better against righties. Even though he doesn't have the 80 power against lefties, he's still 77, I believe. So you can still get there if you use him a lot. Very good swing this year. So I really like Vladdy a lot. He's A tier for me. Here we go with Todd Helton. Todd Helton for me was one of the most underrated cards last year. His swing is amazing, very good, but this is not the best Todd Helton card we're gonna get. He doesn't have the power, but he still has a very good swing. I'm gonna put him over Don Mattingly, and right there with Dalbec. So he has the contact, not the power. So if you're good with your PCI, then I would probably recommend Bobby Dalbec or Rhys Hoskins. If you're not and you need a little bit more of a higher contact guy, Todd Helton will be that guy for you. Our only live series here on the list is going to be Freddy Freeman. He actually was my first baseman for the first probably like 15-20 ranked seasons games, and he was very good with inside edge. He plays up. I'm actually going to put him A tier, and probably a little better than Giambi. He's right there, very close. Giambi, Muncie, and Freddy Freeman are, for me, very similar offensively per se. You know, Freddy Freeman's swing is still good. I like Giambi's and Muncie's swing a little bit better. Freeman does have the defense, again, even though it doesn't matter a whole lot, but he does have better defense than the others. So we're gonna put him at A tier as well. Paul Konerko. So Paul Konerko, offensively, his attributes are actually insane. He's very well balanced. He's just one of those cards that always get lost on the list, and I don't want to be that guy. I'm gonna put him at A tier as well. I'll put him at the bottom of A tier because I haven't used him enough, so I don't want to say something and be wrong about him. I've used him in a couple pinch hit situations. He's good. He's good offensively. He can hit both sides, righties and lefties. And he's always at a decent swing. It's just that first base is usually so crowded that we tend to forget about Paul Konerko, especially because Frank Thomas is in the game, another White Sox. And then Jeff Bagwell. So Jeff Bagwell, for me, he absolutely destroys lefties. His batting stance is kind of weird. Obviously, his strike zone is going to be kind of small and short because of the way he bats. He sucks against righties. Honestly, he's not high contact, not high power against righties. So for me, I'm actually going to put him here at C. I'm actually going to put him as, if you like his batting stance, it's probably going to be better for you, not for me. I'll put him at C because I do think they're better options, better well-rounded first baseman as well. So for me, Big Papi's the best first baseman. We got Joey Votto second and Pris Fielder third. That's my top 3 first basemen. Let me know your favorite first baseman down in the comment section below. And what do you agree? What do you not agree with me? Let me know down in the comment section below. Again, I hope it helps some of you guys out figure out there's not a lot of first basemen, especially if you don't have the collections or if you haven't made World Series. So it's a tough one. I would recommend that Vladdy though. Vladdy, you can get it for free of the Player of the Month programs, and same with Frank Thomas, Max Muncie. But let me know down in the comment section below. Again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. This is YeYo, and I'll check it on the next one, and I'm out.